The Bible says, "Come out of her, my people." Will you take this 35,000-foot view and see this from a different perspective? You see it for what it is. And oh my gosh, it's the biggest beguilement, deception, brainwashing tactic orchestrated that ever could be. And it's not just a group of people, it's the whole system. It's the whole Babylonian mindset. And here's the kicker. It doesn't matter if you know or don't know. It doesn't matter about your opinions, thoughts, or feelings. It's a ritual that you participate in unknowingly. Just doing the ritual keeps it going on and on. A great example of this is the movie The Cabin in the Woods. It's an older movie. If you haven't seen it, watch The Cabin in the Woods. This is our world unmasked. You want to know what's behind the scene? What's behind the curtain? Look at this.
Did you know in The Cabin in the Woods? After Marty and Dana take the elevator downstairs, Marty comes face to face with a ballerina monster that almost resembles the movie Abigail with a ballerina vampire child. But this is actually the Sugar Plum Fairy whose name was seen on the betting board earlier. While Marty's looking at the Sugar Plum Fairy, Dana's looking at another monster out the other side of the glass cell. And this is Fornicus, Lord of Pain, who's based off of Pinhead from Hellraiser, and he's even seen holding the figuration that was being played with by Kurt in the cellar. After Marty and Dana see all the other monsters, you can spot different types of zombies nearby that resemble the Boomer, the Tank, the Witch, and the Hunter from the Left 4 Dead series, and these were included because the studio was going to have a cross-promotion event in the game where players would fight through the cabin, forest, and facility.
Plot. 5 people take a vacation to a cabin in the woods that looks identical to the one in The Evil Dead, and yes, that's on purpose. This leads to the 5 people being hunted down by undead. But the real plot is that all the bad stuff happening to these people is actually being done by a whole organization that is orchestrating the entire thing.
Calm down. Watch the master work.
Truman. You can speak. I can hear you. Who are you? I am the creator of a television show that gives hope and joy and inspiration to millions.
Calm down. Watch the master work.
The movie's opening was a deliberate attempt by filmmakers Drew Goddard and Joss Whedon to confuse the audience and make them think they walked in to see the wrong movie. 3. Drew Goddard and Joss Whedon wrote the screenplay for themselves.
And also, the Matrix trilogy, number 4. This is where we are now. Number 5 coming out. It's not going to be directed by and written by Andy and Larry Wachowski, who are now Lana and Lily Wachowski. Because once you are enlightened with this form of power on the dark side, there's a price to pay. This is why Neo in the Matrix, the number 4, he's a writer. Just like the movie Limitless, Bradley Cooper is a writer. Once Andy and Larry Wachowski, who aren't writing and directing this one, Matrix 5 is written and directed by Drew Goddard. He stepped in and took over the film. He also wrote Cabin in the Woods. All the movies, they tell a story. They're all tied together. If you're not seeing it, it's put right before your face.
There are ghosts around us all the time. Most of them, they can't hurt us. Most of them don't even want to hurt us. But there are exceptions.
I represent the estate of your Uncle Cyrus.
We have an Uncle Cyrus?
Cyrus recorded this message 6 weeks ago. He asked it to be played for you in the event of his death.
Arthur, I've instructed my lawyer to deliver my last will and testament.
A key?
A key to what?
A key to your new house. This house is the fruit of my life's work.
Oh my God.
It is a one-of-a-kind home.
It's marvelous, isn't it?
Wow.
Arthur, we've got some papers to sign in the library. After that, I would love to take you and the family around on a tour of the house.
In a house with a ghost.
This house is not a house. We're in the middle of a machine. Powered by the dead.
Is being trapped in a house.
Gravity can cross the dimensions, including time.
Apparently.
Suddenly, there was another skip. How had I gone the last 20 blocks? I got another 10 blocks. And then, I was way uptown.
Very specific type of security. Subconscious security.
You're talking about dreams?
Mr. Cobb has a job offer he would like to discuss with you.
What kind of work placement?
Not exactly.
We create the world of the dream. We bring the subject into that dream, and they fill it with their secrets.
Then you break in and steal it.
Well, it's not strictly speaking legal. It's called Inception. I'd hate to see out of control.
If you're not seeing it, it's put right before your face. Like the movie Hypercube, the same concept, mechanics, the same. The 13th floor, the same. 13 Ghosts, same concept, the mechanics of the show, it's the same. Event Horizon, same mechanics, same concept. Limitless, same mechanics, same concept. Inception, the same mechanics, the same concepts of the show. Even Interstellar, very dimensional, same concept. It's not just a coincidence, but all these movies you'll find, they're all the same. It's the same theme. You know, it's this realm, in this life, we only have so much to work with because this is our life. I learned in college from one of my professors in philosophy class that it wasn't the cavemen writing on the walls to show what they have seen. It was them writing and drawing on the walls to show what their life is, what their life was about, and it's what they wanted to see. This is a lot to grapple with. And once you wake up and see it, you can't unsee it. It's the same in all these movies. We're being shown something, and it's also in the music. Our system, our world, this realm, what we know is collapsing. It is collapsing in on itself. This has a lot to do with the Earth's frequency, the Schumann resonance. which is going totally off the charts right now. The pole shifts, it's all a sequential part of the end of the age. Synchronicity is a way of seeing that everything is connected and that moments of synchronicity are all like small little miracles. It's in symbols, timing, people, dreams, worlds, music, and it's all around us. Now that you know what to look for in this space-time 4D realm, 5D realm, it can be manipulated. At the highest levels, this is what the religious gurus and practitioners, philosophers, and even in the tech world, this is what they practice and what they're taught. Even though this is real and this is our life, there is one doorway. There was only one ark to enter. There was only one way to put the blood over the doorpost, and that way is the truth. That's the only way. Because there is only one life with multiple dimensions, there's one electromagnetic spectrum. If you want to know the secrets of the universe, there's only frequency, vibration, and energy. Once you know how to see these patterns and connect the dots and navigate through this realm, you see it for what it is. It is the empire that is built around you.
Look at these. 5 of them.
What are they?
Us. I should have seen it like you did. This is part of a ritual.
A ritual sacrifice? Great. You tie someone to a stone, get a fancy dagger and a bunch of robes. It's not that complicated.
No, it's simple. They don't just want to see us killed. They want to see us punished.
Punished for what?
For being young. It's different in every culture. It has changed over the years, but it has always required youth. There must be at least 5. The whore, she's corrupted. She dies first. The athlete. The scholar. The fool. All suffer and die at the hands of whatever horror they have raised, leaving the last to live or die as fate decides. The virgin.
They rise.
What if you don't pull it off?
They rise.
They rise.
Who does?
What's beneath us?
The ancient ones. The gods that used to rule the earth. They rise.
Who does? What's beneath us? The ancient ones. The gods that used to rule the earth.
As long as they accept our sacrifice, they remain below. But the other rituals have all failed.
And this list goes on and on. They're all the same movies telling the same story, just as in the Bible. It tells the same story over and over and over. And as in the book of Daniel, if you read Daniel, it's a quick read, but Daniel is telling the same story over and over again in different perspectives. the book of Revelation. Different dimensions and levels. Revelation is the same. This is The Truman Show.